You ever run wide on the curve? Well, if it ever happens to you, the first decision that you make can always save your life. Running wide doesn't always mean that you're out of your skill level. You could have just came in a little bit too hot that day, and it means you're human and you're on a motorcycle. But what some riders do next is where the crash happens. Let's talk about the first mistake. And that first mistake typically for new riders is to grab that brake. And mid-corner braking, especially the front brake, will stand that bike right up, which sends you even wider. And that's how riders cross center lines, and that's how riders hit guardrails. Then there's target fixation. When some riders go wide, they tend to lock into the edge of the road, and guess what? The bike goes where your eyes go. Your motorcycle is going to follow your vision. So if you get afraid of that guardrail or the side of that road and you lock into it, well, that's exactly where you're going. But let's talk about how to recover from going wide. And the first thing that you want to do is make sure you go ahead and start looking through that turn. You want to turn your head, look to where you want to go, and don't look at the thing that you're afraid of. And that alone fixes more running wide situations than anything else. The next thing you got to do is trust your lean. And that's because your bike can lean way more than you think. Way more. Modern tires can grip insanely well, especially if you have them heated up prior to riding like you're supposed to. Let them do their job. And next, you want to have a smooth but light counter steer. Make sure that you're gently pressing the inside bar. Not a yank, not a jerk, but a smooth push. This is going to tighten up your line immediately. And you can also maintain or slightly roll on the throttle. No chopping. A steady or slightly increasing throttle is going to stabilize that suspension, and it's going to help that bike finish out the curve. And as a last resort, you may have to introduce the brakes. If you must slow down, use light and progressive brake pressure. Me personally, I'm going to use the front because I don't want to use the rear and unload the front suspension and upset it. Just remember, no panic grabs. So understand, motorcycles like to turn. They just need clear inputs, and they don't need you to panic because then they'll panic. Running wide on your motorcycle doesn't mean you failed. It means you had a learning lesson. So keep your eyes up. You may need to lean a little more and trust that bike. And as always, ride safe, hit that follow for more content, keep the rubber side down, shiny side up. Peace.